And it's pretty high. Tree pollen has been in moderate to high the last couple of days. The mold spores have been moderate to high, and even the weeds starting to show up in some of the counts. So at least the rain at times washes it out of the air, but it really only helps the plants pollinate more pollen. And of course, some of us will suffer a lot from that pollen. Hopefully with the medication can maybe alleviate some of that struggle. All right, tonight a little bit of light rain over by the Arkansas border. We'll zoom in on this area southeast and southwest of Joplin. Notice these very light rain showers back to Grove, and then they stretch back toward Locust Grove, and they're moving back toward Pryor. Very light. We're talking just enough perhaps to wet the ground, and that is about it. Otherwise, a few light rain showers down in LeFlore County. Nothing in the Tulsa area, and certainly nothing back to the north and to the northwest. What we want to talk about, the fog. It could get kind of thick by tomorrow morning. Right now, visibility is down to about 3.5 miles. By about 3:30 in the morning, the visibility around Tulsa could drop to close to a mile, so it'll get kind of thick for a time, and then it should start to improve just after sunrise, but it gets a little worse around Muskogee and Eufaula and Stigler, where that visibility drops close to zero at Eufaula at one point. By 10:15, the fog is gone. Might look like this tomorrow morning, like it did this morning from this picture from Chris Davis. You can see the cattle out there and all that fog just kind of surrounding them. All right, there's the pipeline of moisture. Look at that, moving all the way up into the Mississippi River Valley. Meantime, it looks like the Pineapple Express is underway. We call it the Pineapple Express because that river of moisture extends all the way back to Hawaii. But this moisture here is what we're talking about. A low pressure area in Mexico is sending all that moisture to the north into our area. And so as we go through the next couple of days, we'll see light rounds of showers developing here tomorrow morning, especially south and east of Tulsa. Gets a little heavier in the afternoon from Muskogee to McAllister to Stigler over toward Tahlequah. Then another wave comes up Friday morning, and more of us get into the action Friday as it makes it all the way up to Interstate 44 by Friday afternoon. And then Saturday afternoon, even more light rain showers. The good news to all this is there is no severe weather threat with this. And also some good news, the heaviest of the rain has now shifted into central Arkansas, and it alleviates our flash flood concerns, and all of the flash flood washes have been dropped. As you can see, we could pick up an additional 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch at Bartlesville to about an additional inch down in Poto. We're thinking we could get another 4 or 5 inches down there. If you're traveling for spring break next week, well, middle part of the country looks pretty good through the early part of the week. Then we do have a storm system that moves from Memphis up to Chicago. So if your travels are up to the Windy City, take along some rain gear for that. If you're headed down to Destin, Florida, a little rain on Friday at the tail end of your spring break. Otherwise, the country's looking pretty good all in all for travel around the nation. Tuesday's grass fire risk back up to high as we're going to dry out with some temperatures making it into the 80s next week. Currently, partly cloudy skies outside, temperature a balmy 59 degrees with a north wind at 7 miles an hour. The dew point at 57, so our relative humidity right now at 93%. Overnight, the temperatures are dropping into the 50s, around 54 degrees by 6 a.m. So overnight, look for lows in the 40s in Bartlesville, near 50 at Pryor. We'll have an overnight low of 53 at Stillwell, 51 at Okemah, 53 at McAllister overnight with north-northeast winds. And then tomorrow, 52, overcast, a shower possible at 7 a.m. Otherwise, by the middle part of the day, the showers will shift to the east. It'll be dry elsewhere. And tomorrow afternoon, 68 with a few breaks and that cool northeast wind at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Here's the 7-day forecast. 46 Friday morning, 65 Friday afternoon with a 70% chance of rain. Rain chances are there Saturday and Sunday. High temperature near 70. Don't forget to spring forward 1 hour Saturday night or Sunday morning. 84 then, Monday and Tuesday with lots of sunshine.